Wait. Now you can hit the reset button. Now I just think today's not my day. I think my best run came earlier. I think I'm losing it. I might play Mario Maker tomorrow all day. Maybe we'll do sub Saturday. And get in the race. Oops, that was my fault. Tina, I bet you I can. I bet you I can. Which one are you gonna submit? Are you gonna submit the one I've already played? Or are you gonna submit your new one? No, I haven't installed the 1080. I'm not installing the 1080 until I get, until my race on Tuesday. It's sitting under my desk, actually. Not on my desk, but under my desk. It's right now. It's sitting, like, just sitting there. I almost want to, like, set up a stream where I put it in, but it takes, like, 2 minutes, so it's not that exciting. You know, and then I would have to take the stream down and put it back up, so I'm just not doing it. Ooh, I almost fucked that up. To make it easier. You scroll the screen to make it easier. Yump. Decap, I know. Well, I mean, Decap, I signed up for this Mario World tournament. I feel like a fucking idiot for even signing up for it, honestly. Like, I feel dumb just for even signing up. It was probably a bad decision. But it was, what was I gonna say? Because of that, like, I'm not gonna be able to install my 1080, you know what I mean, until Tuesday, because I gotta get a good time. But right now, I'm not even playing Mario World, I'm playing Dram World, because I'm frustrated with the run. No, this way. This way. Jeez Louise. I hate those guys. No, I'm excited. I mean, I'm happy for the amount of progress I've got in, you know. I mean, I'm not mad. I think tomorrow I can probably get like a 42 maybe tomorrow. And I'll keep working on it. But I do, you know, it's hard. It is, it's hard. I don't think people like watching me play Mario World either. I think generally it's not people's favorite game to watch me play. Or Mario World, sorry. I know you like it. Some people like some of you guys will watch me play any game, and I love I love you guys more than I love the people who will only watch me play some games. Oh man. Oh, hey, I'd love a casual playthrough of Ocarina. One day I'll do casual playthroughs, maybe. I don't know. I think even casual playthroughs, I want to time. Oh. No, I'm not actually worried about it. I play whatever I want to play, you know what I mean? All the time. Like, I try not to worry about viewership. All I try to worry about is the viewership that's here. That's all I can do. Like, if I get really addicted to a PC game, now that I have big bad graphics card, I'll get addicted to a PC game, and I don't have a problem with that. I think when the RE2 remake comes out, it's definitely a game I want to think about speedrunning. I really, really, really like Resident Evil 2, but the thing with the speedrun is it's... I think I like RE2 because I'm gonna die. Like, a lot of times, like, I die a lot in it. It's a hard game to me because I don't know. And I don't know if it'd have the same feeling, like, if I knew everything that was gonna happen in it all the time. I just bought RE3, which I can't remember anything about RE3. Oh, pfft, that was funny. You only like watching me bad at Kaizo? Well, I do my best for that. Hey, happy weekend to you, Works It. Oops. I messed that up. I totally messed that up. And I know, and I love you guys for it. Everyone loves the weekend. Everybody's working for it. Ugh. I almost just died right there. That's an intentional death, just for the record. I do. I care about... Well, I mean, this is generally... You can, I mean, this is my general amount of human interaction comes here right now. Outside of, I only see real people on Sundays, real life people mostly. I love video games. I love playing video games. I'm still amazed that anybody likes watching me play video games. It's really fun, and it's kind of crazy. Shit. What's going on, Karam? Oh no, I appreciate it. Not every stream can be the best stream though. I think some streams are better than others. I've had streams where I've been like, you know what, I just didn't bring it today for whatever reason. Like my conversation, it's usually like my conversation I feel is lacking. Not like, I don't worry about my gameplay lacking, because like, that's just gonna happen sometimes. But I pride myself on commentary. 12-hour goat simulator stream? I do want to do a super scope stream pretty soon. Oh, I'm definitely my own worst critic. Oh, 100%. I'm not bringing it right now. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it. I'm putting it on the table. And I'm laying it out there. Zook, thank you so much for that resub. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Zook right there. Can we lay some pipe for Zook 3 months in a row? Our relationship has been blossoming. 3 months now. No, the Super Scope's still in the box. Shit. The world record's like a half hour, so I'm nowhere near it. Yet. I didn't trust that one. Flamingo Tanya, thank you so much for that, host. Shout out to Miss Flamingo Tanya. I greatly appreciate it. Am I excited about it? Yeah. I mean, you know, it's all I can do is try and beat him if he beats me, or you know, try and make a comeback. That's really all I can do. Sadly, I can't like defend it right now. But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited about it because it keeps the game alive and makes it fun. And you know, if he beats it, then I'll try and go lower than that, and you know, yada yada yada, depending on how hard he beats it. Ooh, I didn't think that was gonna happen. What's going on, Flamingo Tanya? Were you almost conned me into doing a 24-hour stream? I've never been conned into doing a 24-hour stream. I never will be conned into. I can never see myself doing 24 hours. I don't have it in me. You know, like physically. Physically, I couldn't do that. I don't think. I hate the Jordan River. This is my least favorite level. This is where everything could go really bad for me. Shit. Fucking up already. You subscribed, but it didn't show on stream. I see your thing. Ladies and gentlemen, can we lay some pipe for King of Kings? I don't know why it wouldn't show on stream. Oh, Miss Flamingo, I've been wonderful. Tanya. Oh, it's your second month? Oh, the resub will show up eventually. You just gotta give it a second. Whew. Got out of there first try this time. Split. I could never do it. I don't watch Dragon Ball, so I'm a bad person to ask that too. It's not that I don't do, I mean, I watch Afro Samurai. I haven't seen, I don't know. I've never seen it. I haven't been exposed to much of it in my life. So. I mean, I think that's more of what it is. Shit. Before he made Mario Maker levels. But you can see some of the tricks. He uses some of the tricks from this in some of his Mario Maker levels. Like that saw is in Skyzo. Talking to girls and shit. Yeah, I mean, a lot of my school years were thoughts as a child involved trying to talk to as many females as possible. Hey, I played Magic. I did my best to scare all the females away. Shit. You have a Comic-Con going on in front of your work? Wait, is San Diego Comic-Con right now? What's FLCL? I don't know what that is. I missed it. I completely missed it right there. Why did I do that? God. If it's as cool as Afro Samurai, I tell you right now, if every anime had like hip hop, like if I had more hip hop based animes, I'd be into that. Like, and I think that's my thing is like, I'm not very into a lot of the music in a lot of them either. So I think that's part of it. Like if Wu-Tang did the title track to an anime, hit me up with that. Shit. All over the place right now. Basquatch? Look it up. I'm all over the place on this level. I don't know what the whole horde icon thing is. I'm gonna lose all my time here. Damn. Well, we're not there yet, guys. As far as, like, ready to start making a time. I don't think we're gonna be able to get to, Panga's hour yet. I don't think we're gonna be able to get under the Panga hour, is what I really want to do. Beat his time at his own game. Has anyone seen the Warcraft movie yet? Or is it not out yet? Does it come out this weekend? I don't know why I can't get that part. Usually that part's not a problem for me. Comes out Thursday? The world record's 31 minutes, so. I'm a long ways from that, but, you know. Did you like it? Speedrunning Kaizo is hard. Frustrating. Annoying. Difficult. You make stupid, silly mistakes like that. You lucky Europeans. Europe gets a lot of movies early, and I know this because when I watch bootleg copies of movies, tons of times they're from Europe, you know? I'm not that into Warcraft. I'd be more into a StarCraft movie than a Warcraft movie any day of the week. Like, any day of the week. Do they play Hearthstone ever in the movie? Alright. If you could get one video game property to become a movie, what would it be? What would be your one video game, your choice on what property you'd want them to be? Or to make out of a movie? Like what video game? And I think they're already making The Last of Us, so don't say that one. No! Spawn! Metroid. I would love a Metroid. Monopoly? Wait, aren't they making a Monopoly actually? I feel like they're making one. Yeah, Metroid would be pretty awesome. I would be down with Metroid. I think Metroid would make a good live action movie. I think Metroid would make a really good movie. I think like Zelda would make a really good TV show. And check this out. This is my idea for a Zelda show. Listen to this. It's like, all right, you got like something that's like maybe Netflix, you know, on Netflix or Hulu or whatever. I don't care. It's weekly. It's a TV show. You know, so it's episodes. Each episode has him, you know, maybe getting a dungeon or getting an item or something like that, you know, going towards his goal. All right, once the season's over, though, they change up the actors and who's playing Link and everything else, and they do a new Zelda. You know, maybe they do Wind Waker, maybe they do Ocarina, or, you know, one year they can do a sequel and do, you know, do Majora's Mask. But it's kind of like more American Horror Story style, you know, like anthology series than an ever-running, forever series, you know? God, I hate this Spawn. You don't like, I mean, excuse me, princess. But Link can't talk no matter what. Why are you not spawning? Don't make fun of how I say Ocarina. I hate everything. Fallout would be good? Yeah. Yeah, Fallout. I mean, I would, if they did the story of Fallout 1, I think Fallout 1 makes the best movie, personally. Fallout 1, you can make like an anthology. You can make that like a trilogy of movies, Fallout 1. Like, the first movie's all about finding the water chip. The second movie's all about, like, discovering the Brotherhood of Steel and everything. And the third movie's all about, you know, ending the, whatever that weird religion is. Shadow of the Colossus movie could be cool. I could even be down for a Shadow of the Colossus TV show, actually. I even think that could be cool. Based on, like, flashbacks and everything. This is really pissing me off. When it doesn't spawn. Like, that's what the one thing about this particular game that makes it so hard to do is this level and the despawning. Ugh. Alright. They did make a Battleship movie. I would be down for a Risk movie, but that's just, I guess, just a war movie. Oh, Legacy... You know, Legacy of Kain is just like an underrated series. I think Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver, man. Soul Reaver was just an awesome game. I loved Soul Reaver. Gears of War. Stupid. Yeah, I don't know how you do Minesweeper. Like, you'd have to have like a little boy like walking over to his mom and then he gets blown up by a mine. She's like, no, I said the number 4. 4. I don't know how you do that. King of Kings right there, ladies and gentlemen. Resubbed for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, King of Kings. I greatly appreciate it. Whew. Dynasty Warriors? I don't know about Dynasty Warriors. I don't know enough about that game to say if that would make a good movie or not. I mean, we all know Mario Brothers makes an excellent movie. How did I miss that? I could totally see that. I mean, I don't remember that fake Minesweeper trailer. I could see video game movies being as popular as comic movies. Maybe one day. I mean, Resident Evil is a popular franchise. Whether that's good or not, movie-wise. Chess the movie, 300 style. See, now that's a movie I can get down on. That's something. Now we're talking. Ah. I don't know about Mario Kart the movie. I don't know if that's something I want to see. There's tons of Resident Evil movies. I've always wanted there to be a Resident Evil movie, though, that's like based, like, that's like the game, you know? Like, that's what I've always really wanted. Dark Souls would maybe work as a movie. The guy's got to die a lot. The new X-Men, I've heard very mixed reviews on. The Doom movie. Oh, that Doom movie. Oh man, The Rock. The Rock in that Doom movie. They're making another X-Men after this one? Fuck yes. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. That was the best I've ever done on that, that's for sure. Woo! Whew! Dang, that was I was stoked to get that one in. I hate that ghost fish so much. I hate that ghost fish so much. I was about to say we'll mess this up now. That Mario boss fight. Oh, I love that boss fight. It's very cool. It's probably my favorite boss fight in any hack or anything I've played so far. Ah. Lester the Unlikely movie? Wait, what? I feel like you guys are just naming off movies now that have no chance of getting made. I could definitely make that first sequence, I feel like. The Saw video game? Would you be... Okay, a Saw video game could actually be really cool. And check this out. This is how a Saw video game works. Somebody, you have to... This would be really hard, but you'd have to have one guy be able to make like a trap. And then someone else would have to figure their way out of it. I think that would actually be really, really kind of cool. I mean, that'd be hard to do, I feel like. That'd be a hard game to create, but... Yeah, basically Mario Maker, but for Saw. Yeah. Mario Maker, but for Saw. I don't know why I'm fucking this up so much. Nope. There's 2 Saw games on PS3? What are they about? How do you, how do they go? Like, what do you do? Are you Jigsaw in them? Shit, I did it again. I'm wondering when the first good horror game's gonna come out on VR. I'm excited to do, you know, like some VR. I mean, I've only ever got to play like 20-minute demo. I don't know why I was so nervous about that one. Shit! Oh, damn it. I'm an idiot. The Friday the 13th game? No, I mean, it reached its goal on Kickstarter. Adam Sessler is doing stuff with it. That's really all I know about it, but that could be cool. Depends how, like, I don't know, if they go, like, horror or campy. Because Friday the 13th's kind of campy, you know what I mean? I don't know, it might be called Camp Crystal Lake. Oh, God of War would probably be a cool movie, but it'd be way too expensive. So would BioShock, I feel like. BioShock is like a movie that would be really cool, but I think it's too expensive, you know what I mean? Like, how do you make that movie for $30 million? Shit. Lava, though, I mean, Doom has lava. I don't know why I can't bring myself to do that blind jump. Oh. Television is, I think television, I can be more enthralled by television shows. Like Game of Thrones and like Lost, even though Lost kind of ended really shitty. Those, like, I've been more enthralled by them than just about anything. I don't speculate about Star Wars the way I speculate about Game of Thrones. Now, granted, Game of Thrones also has a ton of great books with it, and Star Wars has books, I guess. I don't want to say a ton of great ones. It has them, they exist, but... I bet I can do that faster. I bet I can just drop on him real quick. Shit, I messed it up. What is the point of making bad endings? I don't think you make bad endings. I think either A, you get stuck with a vision that you can't get out of, or B, you had no vision to begin with on an ending, and I think that's how bad endings happen, you know what I mean? Like, that's how you get bad endings. My theory on Lost? I don't really have a theory on Lost. I mean, they were on the island, they got off, they all died eventually, and for some reason, we're supposed to care that they all, you know, meet up in the afterlife. Like, that's fucking weird. That'd be weird. That'd be weird if Hurley, you know, or not Hurley, let's say, like, who was there? Sawyer's... Who got off the island? I'm trying to think of people that ended up off the island. They live to be 80 years old, and then they come back and they're like hanging out with Jack, who died on the. I thought it was stupid as hell. No, there's no theory on Lost. I mean, they were there. It all happened. Honestly, the lost me. I gave up on it that last season when they were like, oh, the Whispers are just dead people. That didn't even make fucking sense. Why did the others get to control them? That's when I was like, well, this is just, I just give up on everything now. And all the things they didn't answer, I don't know. I don't think Game of Thrones is gonna be like that. Game of Thrones isn't like that. They tie up their loose threads. Like, do you miss Gendry on Game of Thrones? I bet we see him again. Shit. Yeah, the giant floating island, it's not even used in regular Mario World, but it's in the code. I think Lost just hit a point where they didn't know what they were doing. Lost probably could have benefited from one more season, one more short season, and someone forced them to make better decisions about their magic. Speaking of moving islands of Lost, we have this level. No yump. No yump. I think this run's gonna go pretty good though. We have to replay it since we didn't get a yump. I thought Dexter kind of went way downhill after a while. Dexter was always kind of weird, I guess. Like, some seasons it didn't take itself serious enough. Some seasons it took itself, like, too serious. That was a weird show. And his sister, Deb, she's the worst actress of all. She's like Hayden Christensen bad in acting. Like, her and Hayden Christensen are the two worst things that have ever existed in the acting game, you know? Four hours on Fishing Boo? No, man. The John Lithgow arc was dope. That was the best part. That was easily the best season, and it went way downhill after that. That's what I'm saying. No, I didn't read the books. But aren't the books just about season 1? Like what Dexter was based off of? No, I'll completely agree with you, Decap. That was fucking awesome. She divorced him in real life. The sister and Dexter were married in real life, right? And then they got divorced during the show? That's awkward. I knew it. Should have waited one more. What's going on, Tap Dead Ash? That's fucked up. Yeah, the Trinity Killer was cool. Shit! Wrist flick. I hate this. I hate this. Yeah, I was taking a quick break from all castles. Play some Dram. Relax with some Dram World, you know what I mean? I love Rick and Morty. Just relax with some Dram World. Oops, I fucked up. I still haven't watched the second season though. I've been slacking on it. Rick and Morty's awesome. Do you guys watch Community? If you like Rick and Morty, you'd probably like the show Community. I hope we get a movie of Community one day. Watches a single season of Game of Thrones. What should it be? 1. Because if you watch 2 or 3 or 4, it won't make any sense. Nothing makes sense if you don't. You gotta watch season 1. You have to. And I'd say Game of Thrones is actually kind of slow. Its first episode's not slow, but I'd say that a couple episodes after that are a little slow. Until, probably until the end of season 1 does it really get good. Not good, but kind of like not slow. It's good throughout, and a lot better when you rewatch it, but it's slow. It's a political drama. Yeah, Dan Harmon's hilarious. You can only commit to 1 season? Well, just don't watch that show then. Don't watch if you can only commit to 1 season, don't watch Game of Thrones. King's Road episode's slow. Well, Sean Bean's awesome. I'm gonna let a whole lot of them come by right now. Oh shit! I can't believe he didn't get me right there. Oh shit. I got super lucky on that one. Dick Zapper, you know what? That's not, this season's really started to go, but I think that's how the books are gonna be, you know, where it's gonna start moving. I think it's definitely, Game of Thrones has always been kind of like slow to fast, slow to fast. Last season's definitely the worst season. This season I think so far is probably the best season. But each season, no matter how bad it is or slow it gets, it always picks up. You know what I mean? Oops. Aegon Targaryen's back in the books. I mean, he's never been back. He's just, you know, in Bran's visions, I guess. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. Oh. I don't know. I think this one's gonna be good. I think this season is going to end in a way that is going to be pretty shocking and game-changing. Shit. That was an eye. I know. I think, well, the first season they had such a small budget that they had to do so many, you know, they didn't get to film in all the cool places like they do now. Oh, Jockin, no, I like Jockin, it's like, I think it's such a guarantee that I feel bad, like, I feel like we can't talk about it anymore. Like, I felt like we could talk about her and not feel like we were spoiling anything because it wasn't happening. But now I feel like, now I feel like we're definitely getting, you know, LSH. Trial by combat? I would always pick trial by combat. Last season of Walking Dead, all the Starks in a circle and Ramsay kills one. For some reason, I don't think he'd kill one. And I don't think we're gonna see Arya back in the game yet. Shit. That was an evil Kaizo block for sure. It was a very, very, very evil Kaizo block. The Faith having a new supporter? I couldn't believe, I was super bummed when Tommen came out. I was just like, are you kidding me? Tommen, as if you couldn't be more of a bitch. I don't know what's going on with Marjorie. I mean, I feel like this is all a big ploy, but I don't know. I feel like that was weird. That was, because that was just a weird character turn for Marjorie if she's like all of a sudden dig deep in the Faith. I won't like that. Well, what sucks is I had this level beat, you know, like I had this level done, so I could have been out of here. Swear my allegiances to the Boltons? Never. I would never bend the knee. But I also wouldn't give them Rakan either. I mean, I feel like she is, but like, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, how bummed, I'm gonna be super bummed if like they call Loris instead of the Hound. And I mean, I guess I'm not really, I mean, it's a book. I'm not really mad about spoiling a 6-year-old book, you know? Shit. I missed. What non-GOT celebrities? What does that mean? Like, I have to pick a celebrity to represent me in a trial by combat? I would take the Game. The rapper, the Game. He looks like he's fucked some people up in his life. Especially if weapons are allowed. He also looks like he would know how to use like a chain, you know what I mean? Like, he just seems like that type of guy that like knows how to use a chain. You hate Ryan Reynolds though. You take Darth Maul? Does that count? Triple H? I mean, I love Triple H. I do love me some Triple H. Well, DeCap hates Ryan Reynolds. That's why he's doing it. He wants to see him die. He wants to see him get his head squished in by the mountain. Like he hates Ryan Reynolds the way I hate Hayden Christensen. Which Ryan Reynolds is, I mean, I'm not saying he's fucking Tom Hanks or anything, but he's way better than Hayden Christensen. That's all I'm saying. Howlin' Reed? I'm surprised Howlin' Reed hasn't been in the show yet. Outside of the flashback. And I think Howlin' Reed has a important part to play at some point. Howlin' Reed, I mean, also, there's a strong chance Jon Snow's going to meet Howlin' Reed, like, very soon. And Howlin' Reed's the only one who knows about Jon Snow's, real parents. Where the fuck is Braun? I don't care. I think he's actually coming back in the next episode. He was in the preview. I'm sure he'll be joining Jamie's army in the Riverlands. How freaking long is this? This is the last level. It's tough, though. It's hard. Yeah, I knew it. That was way late. In the book, Arya works in Nymeria a whole bunch in the book. How many hours have I been playing this? 1. The timer says 1 hour. This is a different game than I was just playing. You know? Yeah, she works into Nymeria in the books. And Nymeria, okay, in the books, this is really cool. Nymeria is like in the Riverlands, just like causing hell. Like she's got a whole army of wolves, and she like Nymeria like goes and like raids places in the books. Like she like tears up little towns and shit. One hour, 6 minutes. My bad. You're right. You're totally right. No. They went okay. I'm getting better at Mario World. But not where I need to be at yet. Well, yeah, Nymeria is MIA. I mean, you only really see her in the books through, like, wargs, and then you hear about her. You know, through, like, whisperings and stuff. People talk about her, but you don't actually, like, ever see her in the books again. Yeah. Dick Zapper. I mean, we still have Ghost, though. We still have Ghost. That's the good news. We still have Ghost. Ugh. Not getting it. A Nymeria Liam Neeson fight. Taken? I'd be down for a Nymeria fight. I hope she comes back sometime, at some point. I've never seen the gray, no. I mean, you gotta get Chuck Norris if you're doing a trial by combat. A celebrity trial by combat? I mean, I'd take him over, like, Jean-Claude Van Damme or something. Shit. That was close. That was just a little too early. I want it. I need to get better at this ending part. This is what I need to do. I need to get way better at this ending part. It's pretty hard though. The ending part is, I gotta admit, it's rather difficult. Wyman Manderley is your favorite character? You think he's gonna serve the pie in this episode? I don't know. I don't know what's happening in the north. Like that's one thing I'm just not 100% sure. I mean, obviously we're obviously heading towards, you know, Jon Snow versus Ramsay, but I mean, I don't know who's gonna win that. I don't know who's gonna win that. I mean, that'd be a very Game of Thronesy thing to do, to kill Jon Snow right after he comes back to life. Well, Ghost is the biggest of them now. I mean, he was the runt of the litter, but he's the biggest by the time they were all grown up, I guess. Well, I guess Rob's was probably the biggest. We have no idea how big Shaggy Dog got. The phrase. I'm excited to watch some of them die. That'll be fun. You mean he was the runt? He was definitely bigger than Summer, though. I mean, Summer was small. I'm dead. God, I'm doing really, really dumb things. I don't know, Dig Zapper. I think it's pretty... Like, everyone's like kind of trying to be like, oh, it could have not been Shaggy. That was fucking Shaggy Dog. I'm sorry. Like, you know how much bigger direwolves are than regular wolves in Game of Thrones? Like, they would... there's no other way they could do it unless they made, like, a fake head somehow. No, Shaggy Dog's dead. Super dead. Let it go, man. Just let it go. What's going on, Deuce? Yeah. Blackfish didn't orchestrate the Red Wedding. No way. The Boltons orchestrated the Red Wedding. The Boltons, the Freys, the Lannisters. That's what happened with the Red Wedding. It doesn't happen without the Boltons. We can do... It's not spoilers anymore. I mean, if you haven't seen the latest episode of Game of Thrones by now, this isn't a spoiler because you don't care, you know? Shaggy Dog orchestrated the Red Wedding. I feel like I'm gonna die on that. Shit. Hey man, that happens though. That's just circumstance from time to time. Like sometimes the guy's got to take a piss, you know? That would be kind of crazy actually, the Blackfish orchestrated the Red Wedding. That would seem kind of counterproductive to everything he's done though, especially since. You know? Direwolf's like a really big wolf. Dude, I could give a shit about Daenerys' storyline. Daenerys is the least fun, and I think I don't think she's gonna survive. I just think I don't know. I think it's too obvious that she is going to champion everything. It seems like it's the Game of Thrones castle. He wanted Rob Stark's wife got murdered in the show, though, at the Red Wedding. She's hanging out in the books. I bet she has the baby in the books. She has dragons, but she's boring. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't do anything. She just constantly does nothing. She's just in a constant state of do nothing, Daenerys is. Shit. Those were her boobs when she got burnt. She came out and said those were her boobs. Thank you very much. That's not true, Deuce. She came out and said those were her boobs. She confirmed it. She didn't say she had a problem with being naked in the show. She said she had a problem with being naked in the show and them never showing dongs. That's exactly what she said. Deuce, it's not true. She said it was her. Lena Headey last year, Xerxes had a body double. But Daenerys, that's all her, baby. Again, Deuce, I think you should really read what she said after that episode, man. Link or it didn't happen, it was on TMZ. I know this because my wife had it. It's all over Reddit. Go look at any Reddit. Go listen to any Game of Thrones podcast. I'll give you a link, Deuce. Give me 1 minute. Let me beat this. Oh, way too early. It's all over the place. All for ratings? Zach for MVP. HBO doesn't give it. HBO doesn't have ratings. Like, HBO doesn't get rated. They don't care. They go by subscribers. They don't give a shit about ratings. I'm pretty sure it was very integral to that particular plot of story. You know what I hate about the internet? Everyone's so fucking cynical. Like, everybody's, like, so cynical and sleuthy. Like, we can never have anything nice anymore. You can't even have a hot girl's boobs without someone being like, wasn't even her bra, and she was only doing it for the ratings. She really didn't want to appear naked. There you go. ILQ had it. This shit is serious. This is the most serious conversation of the day. This is why we can't have nice things, guys. Every time someone sees a really cool mustache, must be fake. All the nice things. Shit. I'm going too early. I'm going way too early. Who's boobs? Boobgate. I gotta practice that part. Over and over and over again. I pooed. What are you even talking about? That'd be cool if Stannis came back as a White Walker. I think we're definitely gonna get Hodor zombie. Damn it, I'm going too fast. I'm getting there each time and just going too fast. This is the only level that really is kind of biting me in the butt here this run. Every other level was pretty decent. That'd be some sick twisted fate if they had Hodor actually kill Bran. Tormund and Lady Brienne hook up? I don't think Tormund's hooking up with anybody. Oh, do they? Oh, sorry. I read that as Tommen for some reason. No. I don't think they're going to be together much longer. I think we're going to see her with Jaime Lannister soon. Or with Lady Stoneheart. She's going to join the Brotherhood without banners. Fuck you. I haven't seen the name of the next episode, but I think the Hound, he's already been back in the book. Well, speculative, he's been back in the books. I guess it's not 100% confirmation, but we might be getting it soon. Tormund versus Jaime for Brienne's affection. Oh, I would love that. Problem is, I don't think Jaime's gonna die. I just don't see that happening. I see Jaime Lannister outliving everybody. I see him outliving Jon Snow. Shit. The rage. We're losing time off our PB too. We're gonna lose time compared to our PB. I'm sorry. We would have had this first try if we could have got that last trick. Yeah, I think Ramsay has a good chance of surviving. I think Ramsay, I don't see them, why would they kill Ramsay Bolton? He's like the quintessential, like he's evil, and we all want him to die so badly that I just don't think they're gonna ever kill him, you know? I don't even think he's gonna die in the books. I like having evil people. I hope Ramsay Bolton ends up being the person that fights off all the White Walkers. He becomes our hero. No, I haven't gone back and beaten Special World yet, no. I'll probably do it after SGDQ. I don't know, I can't see it. A Jello pool fight between them? Now we're talking. I'm doing it to myself right now. That'd be awesome if Sansa became evil. I wish she'd hang out with Littlefinger more. But she doesn't trust him now. Lame. What's going on, Zerai? It's going great. I knew it. Who's LF? I have no idea who LF is. I don't know what's going on with Arya. I don't think not killing the lady was the test because they're assassins. Like, that's what they're do. Like, you're not a, if you don't assassinate people, you're not good at your job as an assassin. Oh, Littlefinger? Oh, okay, sorry. Littlefinger varies. I don't think the throne matters too much. I think that's one thing that this season's really shown us is that the throne really is utterly butt-fucking meaningless since Robert Baratheon has died. Really, since Joffrey has died. The wave sucks. The wave sucks. Zach for MVP. There's no politics here. I've never been on a stream where somebody was like, hey, do you want to talk politics? That'd be really fun. Tommen is killed by Marjorie? No. Tommen's gonna fight the Mountain. He's gonna be the Crown's champion. Mine is talking about political. Yeah, the only politics allowed is Ramsay versus Jon Snow. That's it. Unless your politics involve King's Landing. I have no idea. I can't do it anymore. Wait, your wife laughed at you for what? I don't know. The books, I gotta reread the books, actually. I wanna reread them again, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff I would pick up on now that I wouldn't before. The High Sparrow does look like he'd be like a Catholic priest, for sure. Not even close. Thank you, Zanbosh. I appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. I had a blast on MVC. I was really, really lucky to go on. I hope more gamers get to go on, and I hope they hit me up again one day. You know. I would think so. I mean, I'm trying to. I had timing for that jump before, and now it's just gone. You know. Like the timing's just completely gone. Yeah, no, I don't. I think the high sparrow is definitely gonna die at some point. Yeah, I was just going way too early. Voldemort kills them all in the end. What's the boss fight in Kaizo Mario World 2? The Bowser fight. I don't think there's much point doing the speedrun version. I think you just want to get that mushroom. I feel like you just do whatever you can to get the mushroom. I just hate the High Sparrow. He just like, he reminds me of like a televangelist, you know? He's super annoying in that way. Like, he totally reminds me of like a made-for-TV, like Creflo Dollars. I don't know if you guys know who Creflo Dollars is, but that's who the High Sparrow reminds me of. If you don't know who Creflo Dollars is, Google him, and first of all, you're welcome for some comedy, and then I'm sorry for pointing out how shitty of a human being that guy is. Oh my god, I almost died. Ooh. Alright. Alright, that's a pretty decent little PB right there. It's a pretty decent little PB. I might be the guy on the 700 Club. That's a pretty decent little PB. Would I bang a forest elf? I would bang a forest elf before I banged a mermaid. It's a little PB. It's a little PB right there. Not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. Shit. Is it weird? I kind of want to do all castles right now. Is that strange? Kind of want to do all castles. Is that silly? All right, you know what I'm gonna do? We're We're gonna try a run. We're gonna try a run of all castles, and then we'll, if it goes horrible, then we'll call it for the night. Is it strange you're not wearing pants? No, I'm not wearing pants either.